Okay, I'm going to show a deck I got yesterday. This is called, it's Lucky Card puts this out. It's Pam's Vintage Tarot Midnight Shadow Edition, which I'll put a link for it in the description. So this is Lucky Card. She does these, she always does Rider-Waite-Smith, but she does different treatments of it. And they come in tarot size and they also come in bridge size. And I love the bridge size, so one reason why I buy them is because they're small. I prefer small cards. And then I bought this deck, which is my favorite deck. It's a very vintagey look. It looks very old. And I've been using it. And then the thing is, I always work in the barn, which is kind of dark in there. I just have like incandescent light in there. And sometimes I can't see very well. So she just came out with this one, which has got more contrast if you see it. And so I got this, even though it's darker around the edges, it seems to pop better. There's more contrast with the background, which makes it more visible. So it also has extra cards. Now, oddly, it looks like one is bigger than the other, but they're actually not. They're exact same size. And they come from a Game Crafter. The backs are a little more darker. The woman is from Europe somewhere that does these. Where?
Bosnia.
Oh, Bosnia. Yeah. And she does. I mean, I love this deck. So this is the deck I use. I use that deck mostly for readings. When I do readings, a lot of people just like the traditional. They want the traditional deck, or they know the traditional deck. So I do use this one. But now I have this one. Now it was interesting. It came with two extra. It comes with a lot of extra cards. There's 10 extra cards in here, which I'll show you. So I'm going to show them side by side. Again, this is the Pam Vintage Midnight Shadow Edition. So this is the Midnight Shadow Edition, which is different. And it's also the bridge size. It was interesting. She sent this card. This is her calling card. It says, good luck. Thank you for supporting self-published decks creators. And then she says, small step, big leap, stop pirates, save the artists. Original decks support artists and all good people working in print industry versus fake decks serve criminal association goals. You decide who win. I'm not sure what all that means, but it sounds like she's had some issues with something. I don't know. But I guess she means support the artists. I don't know. So we're going to go through this. Now you'll notice that there are some extra cards in this. There's quite a few. There's 10 extra cards, so I'll show you those. So we're just going to do a quick walkthrough, quick showing of the cards, and you'll get to see how dull this is and how bright that is. Again, I can't get over how different they look in size, but again, they're the exact same size. So that's weird to me. What's so weird? You can see the difference in colors. Just more vibrant. Although I love this deck, I really like this. It's just more contrast. Now the other thing I noticed is the majors do not have the number. I don't know. That may or may not be important to you. They don't have the name or the number, actually. Her other one doesn't have the name, but it has the number. This one, the newer one, has neither. So it's the same, Rider-Waite-Smith. Now we get into something interesting. So we have these two hermits, and then you get to pick one. There's 2 hermits in the deck. And there's also 2 Wheel of Fortunes. Oh, They're slippery. Now these are kind of they do have kind of a linen look to them, a linen feel. This one, oh, they both do. They both have the same finish. As I mentioned, this is Game Crafter. So she kept the vintage look, but she has more of the traditional coloration. And there is more contrast in these cards. So I think this may become my favorite to use, although I love this little deck here. Okay, now we're going into the suits. So if you're familiar with Rider-Waite-Smith, now this is a issue here. I did something wrong. This is not the card I want there. I must have mixed them up a little bit. Okay, this is, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I do this backwards? This is six. Wait a second. What am I doing here? Oh, this is the 5. You know, they don't have the numbers. I still have to count these, which is sort of funny. So this is actually 5. Wait a second. Now I'm getting really confused. This is this one. Oh boy. It's like a puzzle that it can't be solved by me. 7. That's how it goes. Okay, so let's do this again. This is 5, 6, 7. Oh jeez. Hello. And I'm thinking, no wonder I had trouble reading these cards. So neither of them has the number on it. Oh, and then they have two the court cards. They have 2 of the pages and 2 of the knights. So they have one that's kind of, it's the same person, but one has like a longer like a dress, almost could be a woman, and they're pointed in different directions. How is that important? It could be important, depending on if they're looking to the past or the future, I guess. So they have 2 of these pages on each in this deck. And they also have 2 horses, and they're different colorations, and they're going in different directions. So they have these 2. Interesting. The queens and the kings are the same. Oh! So this is giving you a good idea of how this deck looks. It's just more saturated with color and more contrast. It's the same deck, essentially, same pictures. The only difference is that she made is there is no numbers on the majors, if that's a problem for you. The deck itself was $22, which was very reasonable, I thought. It came to $29 after taxes and shipping, but it was still under $30, so I thought that was good. We do get these extra cards. You wanna... And here we got the 2 and the 1. We got the 2. That's really different than the 1. The other thing that I noticed, well, this one that I bought originally came in a folded box. It was a really nice box, but it was all folded together, and so it became unfolded very quickly. After a couple uses, it just fell apart. Where this box is much sturdier. I mean, it may not last forever, but it's pretty sturdy. As I said, I'll put the link to Game Crafter below. So you get two extra major arcanas, the Hermit and the Wheel. And then you get 2 extra pages and 2 extra horses. And here are the 2. The strange thing about this is, like, one of them was real purpley pinkish and this is blue, but that may make sense. I mean, blue is kind of reminiscent of the sword suit of the air suit. There you go. And here are the horses. Oh, here's the horses are purpley. So the horses have a purpley pinkish coloration. I'm just thinking now how when I started with tarot, like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, this was all such a mystery to me. And the Rider-Waite-Smith was not my favorite. And I've come around to it. I mean, I don't use it all the time. I like the other decks as well. But they're just, it is fun to see. Just even the little changes that they do to the Rider-Waite-Smith is interesting. I know Chris likes to, he has Chris and Hermit's Cave. He's another one. They look at the little fine details of the Rider-Waite-Smith. That's kind of interesting to do that because there is a lot of changes over the years. The pages. I'm not sure about these pages. One with this longer thing, almost like they're women, but I guess you could say they're women with a longer skirt. And then here's the knights. Here's the one that look the same. Queens and the kings. There you go. So again, this is the Pam's Vintage Tarot, which is this one, but it's Midnight Shadow edition. Now, the link that I send you, you'll see this deck right away. Then if you go to buy it, you'll see let's say it says Pam's Vintage Tarot. So you may think you're getting this one, but you get this one. I was concerned about what I was actually going to receive, but I did receive this one with the link that's on the page that I'm sending you. So that is the video on this another Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but this is from Lucky Card. I like her stuff. I love her stuff. And there you go. Have a great day. Bye.